Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bolt Design, and today is Sunday, I think. I think it is. Anyway, I'm out here in the factory, and it's kind of weird because yesterday we were out riding bikes, and it was in the 80s, high humidity, sunny. It was hot. And today it's in the 60s. Humidity's still a little high. It's in the 70s, but the sun seems to be a little lower. It's cold. It's windy. And the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. It's like, boom, summer, fall, just like that. And I'm going to have to build a fire in the furnace tonight because it's supposed to drop down into high 30s, low 40s. It's going to be cold, so I'm going to have to build a fire tonight. It's about that time of year where you start building. I'll just build a light fire, just take the chill off, dry things out. Yesterday I finished installing a complete stainless steel stovepipe. About every 3 years I've had to change the stovepipe because it rusts out, burns out, rusts out. So I bought a stainless steel one, which is supposed to last forever. And I believe it will. It's pretty high tech, and it was not easy to install. But anyway, it's done. And I've got my chimney liner, which has a lifetime guarantee on it. My furnace is still in really good shape. I got all kinds of good, dry, hard firewood, so should be all set for the winter. And that's a good thing here in Maine. If you ain't ready for the winter, you're going to freeze to death. That's the way a lot of us die. We just run out of firewood and freeze to death. It's the reason why the population's so low here in Maine. Okay, enough of that. Now, I'm building beer can rings, and I'm kind of between a rock and a hard spot. I got rings, but I don't have enough. So I've got to do another 10 rings on lathe. And they have to be done today. I have to get those done because that lathe is set up for those rings, and it's not even negotiable to tear it down and then set it up later because it's just not worth it. So I've got to finish another 10 rings because tomorrow morning I've got to come out, go up to that same lathe, and that's the only lathe I can use for this process because the other ones are set up on different things. I've got to set that lathe up and start building SS1s because I have orders for those. And tomorrow morning I've got to start building SS1s to fill orders. So these beer can rings have to be made today. And I've been out here all morning building rings. And I'm going to be out here this afternoon for a couple hours building rings. And I actually started figuring things out. If you figure the setup time in with the number of rings and add that all in, it doesn't take that long to build a ring once you're all set up. But I'm setting up on the second blank now. By the time you figure that all in, figure everything in, I've got about 15 minutes invested in a ring. 15 minutes in one ring. Well, this machine shop tries to make at a minimum $100 an hour. Well, by that, the ring should be selling for $25 plus material, and this stuff's expensive. So, you know, nobody's going to pay $25 for a beer can ring. So the bottom line is, really in reality, mathematically, I'm losing money on beer can rings. I'm not making anything on them. I'm not even making my machine shop wage on them. But when you put them in a beer can pot with a lid and everything, then it brings it up, and I make my $100 an hour, maybe. But I've got to get busy and get those done. I'm also working on another project, and I think I have enough really nice, exotic prototypes to sell some proto boxes. So I may do that this afternoon, depending on when I get these rings done. But the biggest problem I got right now is I've got to build 10 more of these, and I'm completely burned out. I don't even want to do this. It's repetitious and boring, and I'm just not mentally, but it has to be done. Now, right now, there's like 12 orders on the books I've got to attack tomorrow morning. And once again, I'm buried. That seems to be my natural state. I'm always digging out. I'm always buried with stuff to do. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, I got to get busy. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Try to have a really great day and try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye.